Everybody, and welcome to another episode of anime, the anime movie review series that will be going on throughout May. And for our first movie, gotta take a look at a crappy one that relates to my channel, Pokémon Hoopa and the Clash of Ages. Now, what is this 2015? What is this 2015 animated feature about? Well, Ash and the XY gang are hanging out at a Pokemon. The movie starts off with Ash and the gang hanging out at a Pokemon Center in the desert. Because those exist. For some reason. And after a bit of swimming, Ash literally gets abducted by a Pokemon. Because donuts. And soon, it's figured out that this Pokemon is named Hoopa, and he is the most annoying thing that ever existed. To the point where there's literally a whole scene where 5 minutes is dedicated to Hoopa just saying Ashcon and Pika-Con and Pika-Con over and over and over again. It gets quickly annoying. Then, of course, we have Then Ash decides to bring the other XY gang to meet Hoopa by randomly taking Bonnie, he and Serena into the portal, all without them knowing, without anybody being aware of that. And soon Clement is dragged in as well by Ash. A lot of people get dragged through portals in this movie for some reason. I guess that's something the writers can say about this film. There's a lot of portals, I guess. And soon they meet 2 other people, who I forgot the names of because they were forgettable. But I think one of them was like Mirai or something. But yeah, Mirai, I give who I think was the girl, tells Ash and pretty much makes the audience aware that Hoopa cannot go through his own portals. And that he can only drag stuff from the portals. Because he needs to find out why he is not able to, why he got his power taken away from him. Okay, movie. I'm listening. And why did Hoopa get his powers taken away? Wait, you're gonna wait till near the end of the movie to state that? in like a flashback scene. Okay, I guess that is something. I guess that's something, maybe. So then, Team Rocket get the clever idea to try to capture a lamp. This leads into Evil Meowth, which is only on screen for like 10 seconds before Team Rocket break the bottle by accident. Before Team Rocket accidentally break the bottle, leaving the whole purpose of getting the bottle at the beginning of the movie absolutely pointless. So then, and they have to make a new one with some other with Frogadier, Brixton, and this random hippopotamus. And this random hippo Pokemon that they find outside in Sahara City. And then and then we have a major climax of the movie where Ash and Pikachu and Hoopa have to escape the evil Hoopa, who's trying to pretty much kill Hoopa. That's a lot of Hoopas, but anyways. Then we have another part of the movie while the other characters are trying to make the lamp thingy that they don't get started on till like 15 minutes later. Then the movie just decides to have a big old legendary fight at the end of the movie with all sorts of legendaries. And Latios, which I have a problem with that, because one thing, if you've seen the movie Pokémon Heroes, you'll know there's one scene in the movie where Latios is pretty much dead by the end of the movie. Well, how in the world is he now back in this? Like, there's literally a scene where it's Latios and Latias flying around the city that was from the Hero movies. That was from the Hero movie at the beginning of the film. Like, please somebody explain to me that. I don't get that scene at all. Then there's a scene in the movie where Ash and Pikachu... Then, near the end of the movie, Ash and Pikachu are riding on Latios and Latias. And then the villain Hoopa is easily taken. And then the villain Hoopa is temporarily put in a bottle. In the bottle that they made before... Or this guy's Butterfingers ends up dropping it. Which leads to Ash holding the bottle. Which leads to Ash holding the bottle and turning evil. Which is pretty much what happened to Pikachu in Advanced Generation, but I guess the movie just wants you to say, it's not like we ever had Ash turn evil before. Like in other shows where he did turn evil. All for a temporary time. And then the power of friendship turns Hoopa back. And then the power of friendship, it brings Ash back to his normal self, and our main and the main group end up going their separate ways at the end of the movie. After evacuating everyone from a city and all that stuff, and giant force field is solved by Hoopa. And giant force field around the castle thingy is solved by Hoopa. The end. And this movie was garbage. Now, I could say that there was some good elements of the movie. Like, the legendary fight at the end of the movie was definitely pretty good. But also, it kind of felt like it was just used for trailer fodder, so that they could have it in the movie just for the trailers. To get kids' butts into theaters. Here's when the movie opens up, so they can make a whole bunch of money. And also, I really liked the animation, though. The animation in this movie is really good, which is a pretty good part of many of these recent Pokemon films. That the animation definitely has a better quality than the TV. Definitely has a good quality compared to the TV show. Now, not all Pokemon movies have that, especially with something like Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution from last year. Which, oh boy, I gotta get a review of that movie one day. And for the film itself, that's pretty much all the positives I have to say, besides the fact that Clemont... That was interesting to see Clemont and Bonnie use Frogadier and the Hippo Pokemon respectively for the final climax of the movie. Serena just uses her Brixen, which I guess that's fine. Because technically, I don't think Chespin wouldn't have worked out very well. And oh yeah, we're just gonna forget the fact that Bonnie literally captured a dinosaur in one episode. Now Bonnie literally has a T-Rex Pokemon. Even though some people may say it's Clements, but we'll save that debate for another day. But for this film, the thing is that none of the other XY gang really get that much screen time in this movie. Like, they're only there as a background character, and sometimes they help out. Like, Clement builds a little thing that can hold the lamp that they're trying to get, who keep safe from anybody touching, because that would make them evil. And I don't know what Serena and Bonnie even did during the movie besides being in the final climax. Like, Serena was just there at the beginning of the movie so that she could give exposition about the city and talk about donuts, which for some reason is a running theme in this movie. For some odd reason, they decided to make donuts a a running theme during this movie. Like, the main characters are literally eating donuts at the beginning of the movie. Like Pokey Puff donuts. Also, Hoopa is the most annoying thing ever. And that is mostly because I really don't like Hoopa as a character. It's just that Hoopa is extreme. Hoopa is one of the most annoying characters in the Pokemon universe from Sun and Moon, which, to be honest, I thought that was a pretty hard task to do before. But now we found it. Like, seriously. The whole thing in... There's a freaking song about Hoopa at the end of the film. But yeah, this film... And is it me, or do the XY films... Is it really odd that the XY series is considered, like, up there with some of the best Pokemon series of all time, but then we have the movies, and they're more considered the lower tier of the Pokemon movies, besides Hoopa, which is considered the lowest of the lowest tiers. And also we have the fact of the humor. The humor is not that great in this one. Like, there is a time that they got me to chuckle a little bit. Like, mostly with the fact that they had all those different Pikachus in there. Also, can I point out that Latios and Latios's Mega Evolutions are pretty freaking stupid. Like, they literally look like missiles. Like, they literally just look like purple missiles. And they're the same model, too. Alright, not gonna harp on that too long, but for my other complaint of this movie, it'd be the fact of that it feels like the whole Clash of Ages thing that they have on the frickin' title of the movie, and also all the legendaries that they have on the poster, are kind of clickbaity, because they only appear in, like, the last 20 minutes of the movie. Meaning that 50 minutes of this movie is dedicated to, I don't know, they just make a bottle and try to escape evil Hoopa while they give Hoopa exposition. But yeah, overall, Hoopa and the Clash of Ages is one of the worst Pokemon movies by far. So far, it is one of the worst Pokemon movies. And even as a major Pokemon fan myself, I'd even say that I've seen better out of this franchise. Like, sure, I haven't seen some of the infamously bad ones. Like, for example, Mastermind of Mirage Pokemon. I haven't seen that one at all, which I refuse to see. But even with that, I'd still consider a movie like, for example, Temple of the Sea, Pokemon Temple of the Sea better than Hoopa and the Clash of Ages, because sure, they do have stupid elements of that movie. Like, for example, Ash turning into Aquaman at the end of the film, of course. But at least I could have a good laugh at how stupid the ending to that movie is. And I'll admit, there is some better stuff about Pokemon Temple of the Sea, like the friendship between May and Manphy. But with Hoopa and the Clash of Ages, I can't find anything that was really that great from this movie besides the animation, which all Pokemon movies have pretty good animation. But yeah, for my overall rating for Hoopa and the Hoopa in the Clash of Ages, I would give this movie a 2 out of 10. It is definitely one I wouldn't recommend watching. And especially if you're a Pokemon fan. Well, that's gonna do it for today's episode of Anime. Join me next time where we talk about, I don't know, I just have a sudden feeling that that we're just gonna have to deal with another crappy movie. Actually, that's actually pretty good. Well, see you later, guys. And for next time, I'm about to set sail for One Piece. See you later.